Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I'll be teaching you some basics on selection and transformation in 3ds Max. So this for complete beginners, and I'll be explaining bit by bit on how it works. Obviously some of you may not know how to use 3ds Max, so today is going to be a nice tutorial and an easy one. Okay, so without further ado, let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to my laptop, and I'll be showing you some three options. So select, move, rotate, and uniform scale. It's going to be fun, and I'm going to be showing you many different tips and tricks on what you could do. Now let's go to select and move. So you could go to select and move, or you could press the W key. Okay, so select and move. Now there are different ways to select. So you could select the option individually, and then you can hold the control key on the keyboard. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by using the left mouse key. Use the left button. And then let's say you made a mistake on selecting the shape. So let's say I want to remove this one. So I could hold the Alt key and click like this, and then you can see this has been unselected. But if I want it again, I hold the control key and then select again. And another option would be you click and drag everything, and then you hold the Alt key, and then any shape you want, just like this. Okay, so let me show you an example. Let's say I'm going to move the shape, and this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, this is the z-axis. Okay, now let's say I don't want to move the shape, so I hold Alt, click that. Now you can see I can just move the shape, very useful. And then let's say I want to copy the shape, so you copy the shape. Let's say I want to bring it upward, so you hold shift, and then you hold and drag the mouse just like this, and make sure you go to copy. If you select instance, it means whatever shape you edit on this part, it will change on this part. So make sure you go to copy. Okay, and obviously you can do many different things. You can hold shift, copy, and copy that. Very easy. So this is the select and move. Now let's move on to the rotate. So in the rotate, we can just press E. So E is shortcut for rotate. So let's say I'm going to select all of them. So these are similar to the colors of the axis, but obviously it's going to be a bit different. The way that you can understand how you can rotate by just looking at the color. So whatever you see colors on this side, it means it will rotate this way. If you see colors on this side, it will rotate this way or that way, and the blue one this way or that way. So let's say I'm going to do this one. I'm going to rotate it just like this, and I keep rotate. Look, if I keep rotating, I'm not releasing my mouse. I keep rotating, and you can see that on the edge of the screen it comes back again without stopping. So that's very useful. Okay, so that's one thing. Number two is you can rotate and copy. You can copy while you're rotating. So let's say I'm going to hold shift again and then rotate just like this. Copy, and then I can just move that upward just like this. And let's say I'm going to maybe move that bit, right? So this is very useful. That's why I love doing 3D. And this is how rotation works. Or you can select rotation, maybe this side, and this side. You don't have to do this bit. You can do it if you want to, but I'm just showing you for demonstration purposes. Okay, you can't really change the sphere because obviously, so you can just do this. Okay, so this is how it works for rotation. Now for scale, I'm going to select all of them. For scale, if you select the z-axis, it stretches upward. You select the y-axis, it stretches the y side, and then axis, and then stretches the x-axis. And when you select the small trapezium shape, it stretches sideways, right? And then this way. And when you select the middle, you can see in my mouse, it changes the you can see the triangle, the white triangle mouse cursor. I scale without changing the actual shape. Okay, without changing the actual shape. That it changes the measurement, but it doesn't change the actual shape. So that's the useful bit. Now, how can we put that into practice? So I'm just going to do randomly, guys. So I'm just going to do top of my head, so you can do it yourself as well. Okay, you can apply to your own project. I'm going to select all of this. Let's say I'm going to copy, hold shift, bring it up, copy. Okay, then I'm going to rotate, or you can go select E, and then I'm going to maybe rotate this side. Okay, and then I'm going to hold that out, so I don't want to rotate this any further, so I can rotate this side. Okay, and then maybe I can copy this as well. So if you want to copy, make sure you go select and move. So let's say I'm going to go to, oops, so x-axis is like this. Okay, copy, and then let's say I want to scale, let me see, okay, scale just these bits. I can go scale, move it up just like this. Okay, and then maybe I can select all of them, and then I can just rotate just like this, right? Very nice and simple. I just did it on top of my head, guys, so that is why you have to learn the basic. If you don't learn the basic, you're struggling with 3ds Max. And let's say I don't want to rotate this one, so by holding the Alt key I select. Let's say I don't want to rotate the circle, and I can just go like this. Okay, and then one more, let's do one more. I don't want to move the pyramids. Okay, and then just copy this, copy, and that's it. Very useful. Can you see? This is very, very useful. By the way, if you want to rotate the orbit like I've done, you hold the Alt key and you hold the middle key, right? You hold the middle key and just drag and rotate, all right? So this is very interesting. So that's why I love 3ds Max. Okay, so I hope that this makes sense. And before you click off this video, let's go back to the camera. Alright guys, so this is the end of this tutorial. I hope that this makes sense. If you do like this video, please like, comment and subscribe in this channel, so it can help boost the algorithm to reach more people like you and to get people more into visualization. And like I said before in my other videos, if you do have any questions, I will leave a Instagram link down below in the description, so that you can ask me any question related to visualization. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you on the next one.